Welcome back everyone. I just want to say thank you guys for the recent support. If you could do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, I'd greatly appreciate it. In this video, we're going through facts you didn't know about Pulp Fiction. When Vincent first walks into Mia's house, one of the back doors is slightly open. This was so the camera wouldn't be in the reflection of the glass. In the final scene of the movie, Pumpkin holds a gun to the diner's owner who says, "Please, I'm just a coffee shop," and then gets cut off by Pumpkin to have him tell the guests to calm down. In the credits for the film, the actor who plays the diner's owner is credited as Coffee Shop. The Mac-10 that Butch shoots Vincent with belongs to Marcellus, who was staking out Butch's apartment with Vincent but had gone out for coffees and donuts. Butch is extremely fortunate by his timing. Vincent probably heard Butch come in but believed it was Marcellus and wasn't alarmed. As Butch is driving away after having retrieved the watch and killing Vincent, he encounters Marcellus on his way back to the apartment carrying a box of donuts and 2 cups of coffee. The trivia track portion on the DVD confirms this interpretation to be correct. Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs is the brother of Vincent Vega. Quentin Tarantino even had a spin-off film in development titled Double V Vega, which was a prequel to both movies. The film was scrapped because both actors were too old to play younger versions of themselves. Quentin Tarantino was quoted as saying that Butch is responsible for keying Vincent's car. The white 1980 Honda Civic Butch drives when he knocks Marcellus Wallace down is the same car that Jackie Brown drove in Jackie Brown. When Butch is passing by the first of 2 houses when he is headed towards his apartment to retrieve his watch, you can hear an advertisement for a $5 shake at Jack Rabbit Slim's through one of the windows. This obviously alludes to an earlier part of the movie when Mia gets a $5 shake while accompanied by Vincent at Jack Rabbit Slim's. The 1964 Chevelle Malibu convertible driven by Vincent Vega belonged to Quentin Tarantino and was stolen during production of the film. In 2013, a police officer saw 2 kids stripping an older car. He arrested them, and while looking up the owner of the vehicle, he found the VIN had been altered. It turned out it was Tarantino's stolen car. The owner had recently purchased it and had no idea it was stolen. Uma Thurman originally turned down the role of Mia Wallace. Quentin Tarantino was so desperate to have her as Mia, he ended up reading her the script over the phone, finally convincing her to take on the role. Quentin Tarantino specifically wrote the character of Winston Wolfe for Harvey Keitel. Uma Thurman was reportedly very nervous during the dancing scene with John Travolta, as he was famed for his dancing abilities. He repeatedly told her "shut up and twist" when she mentioned it to him. This movie and The Shawshank Redemption opened on the same date and were both nominated for 7 Academy Awards. Pulp Fiction won for Best Original Screenplay, while Shawshank didn't win any. Mickey Rourke passed on the role of Butch Coolidge in order to pursue his boxing career. He also claimed that he didn't understand the script, and later said that he regretted this decision. The advertisements for Butch's boxing matches for Coolidge vs. Wilson and Vossler vs. Martinez. The first one is a reference to U.S. Presidents Calvin Coolidge and Woodrow Wilson, and the second one is a reference to Russell Vossler and Jerry Martinez, who are 2 friends of Quentin Tarantino's from when he worked in a video store. It's strongly implied that Fabienne was pregnant with Butch's child. She had talked about looking at herself in the mirror, picturing herself with a pot belly and how good she would look with it. After having a shower, Fabienne goes to tell Butch something but sees that he's fast asleep already and says never mind. The next morning, she talks about having a very large and unusual breakfast, with cravings being a sign of pregnancy. When grabbing the guns from the trunk, Jules is seen putting the safety on his gun before concealing it, while Vincent does not, showing Jules' careful approach and showing Vincent's recklessness, which has its consequences later with Marvin. Despite his name being with the top-billed cast, Christopher Walken's screen time was only 4 minutes. When Tarantino was on screen as Jimmy, his good friend Robert Rodriguez was behind the camera directing. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment and subscribe.